Spaniards came, so that's the time they introduced a throne coin. That's a gold sample. Pure gold. So bibumbahan siya sa mga Amerikano, kauban ang mga guerrilla warriors sa Cagayan de Oro, o mga Blue Third Army. Unfortunately, out of the 3 battles, Cagayan only won just 1 war. And right here, the Tiano brothers. Apollo Tiano, Nestor, and Ronaldo Tiano. From 1950, municipal mayor siya. So, ginagawa ko lang siya sa City.
But it's converted every 4 months into thickness view. Later, after if I explain, for it for here.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the City Museum of Cagayan de Oro. So my name is Chad. So right here is just an art gallery. So we will going to decorate right here during the City Charter of Cagayan de Oro, like Muso. Actually, nako mo siya na human. So since nako mo siya na human, but we will proceed to the other structure. That's the museum where we can find the history of Cagayan de Oro. Representatives the tank is 50,000 gallons. The 3,000 out. Yes. Actually, they are part of the history of Cagayan de Oro since they are the indigenous people of Cagayan de Oro. So also we are in partnership of the Higaon. That's why they donated this prayer table to the Bangkaso. Kasi way back during pre-colonial, indigenous people openly offers any round objects. So even though the seeds, the beads, or the bottom of the shirts. So when the Spaniards came, so that's the time they introduced the throne coins. And then they prepare coins because it is the roundest thing na makita nila, and then it has a face of a person. So if you can observe, so most of the coin right here is not a face siya. It's because they believe na whenever they pray, so their prayer would be directed to their ancestors. So by putting a coin, it means they're honoring their ancestors. Nakatuloy lang ang mga lessons, teaching na before, until now, nadala pa niya po. And also, itong mga round is symbolized as the heavens. It means the sun, the moon, and the stars. So, right here. Then we also have the mama. O nila ang pinag-usang before. Whenever they go for, like for example, hunt for wild animals. So they don't need to bring any daghan nga mga food. Kaya medyo ano na sila, mabugatan sila. Instead of they are going to bring the buyo or the betel nut.
Ang singko sa una, singko sa una ba?
From another country. And then the tobacco, it was introduced to us during the Spaniards came. That's why we have here the indigenous people.
Dito ko din lang ba ang IT community service?
Yes, ma'am. From the Cagayan de Oro. So, kung yung mga oron is, ganun dahil mga nagkaroon ng Bukidnon and other parts of the Misamis Oriental. So it's because during the Spaniards came, nagbulag-bulag sila. Some of them went to uphill, some of them went to the province of Misamis Oriental and other province of Bukidnon. Kaya di mas na gusto mag-convert into Christian. Then di na gusto mag-ipag-mingle sa mga Spaniards. So that's why, so Bukidnon karon, part of the 7 tribes sa Bukidnon. Kaunon, Manubo, Matigsalo, Tiguanon, Bukidnon, Talandig, and Mayanon. So part of the 7 tribes. So Higaunon, it means they are the people who went up. So from the word Higad. Higad, it means we're going to lift up. Aunon, something you lift up. That's why Higaunon. So they lift yourself up in the mountain. So Higaunon. So right there also we have the gold planning tradition of our indigenous people. So that's a gold sample. Pure gold. And that is the reason why we call Cagayan. Cagayan de Oro simply means river of gold. So the word Cagay and the Cagayan came from the native language, which means river, and the de Oro came from the Spanish language, which means of gold. So river of gold.
So Cagay is a Bisaya word?
It's a from Binukid. The Cagay or the Ag or Ig, it is related to the water. So the Cagay, it is the river. As it means water, or Ig from the Maranao is water.
Ano siya?
Maranao.
Ano?
Ig related to water. Ig or Ag from the indigenous people. From
Very
the Binukid.
interesting lang kasi, di ba, na Cagayan province.
Oo.
And Cagayan is also river. So same ang language, same ang word. Like, iba lang.
Yes, oh.
River,
No, river.
or Cagayan is river. Tapos diri Binukid is Cagay for river. Thank you.
And then right here we have also the Cagayan early history and the founding village of Calambaguhan. So right there, the village of Calambaguhan. So if you are asking, asa may nakita ang Calambaguhan village? So ang Calambaguhan village is kanina to ang Gaston Park karon. During 1652, Fray San Agustin Fray Agustin de San Pedro built a fortress right there, all together with Datu Salangsang, the tribal leader of the Higaunon, to repel the horde of Sultan Kudarat. So gitawag siya Calambaguhan village is because naganoon siya lang bagutli or sinibus. Until the Spaniards came, so itawag Cagayan village. So ang mga Spaniards nag-build sila ng mga fortress din na itong mga coral blocks na gitawag nila o Fuerza Real de San Jose. Until gitawag taong Cagayan de Misamis. Since we are part of the segundo distrito in the province of Misamis Oriental. So pinaka-sentro sa province of Misamis Oriental is ang Osaka City. So in 1928, so the American governor decided na they will divide into two. Kasi ako ang kay ang Marikiano from Osamis pa yung one. So that's the province of Misamis Oriental. So dinikita part sa segundo distrito sa Misamis Oriental. So kita bila na yung gitunga ko ang Misamis Occidental and Misamis Oriental. So ang Misamis Occidental, so province, so the word Occidental refers to the west since they are facing west. Then Misamis Oriental, so the Orient, so east since we are facing east. So Misamis Oriental. So ikaw Cagayan de Misamis. So Cagayan de Misamis, it means river of sweet coconut. The same Cagayan from the native language means river. De Misamis from Gasbanon, it means sweet coconut. The Misamis or the original term niya is Cuyamis. Cuyamis. Yes, we have the Cuyamis festival in Misamis. So Cagayan de Misamis until na yung tawag Cagayan de Oro City. Cagayan de Oro City way back June 15, 1950. So that's the time when President Elpidio Quirino signed the Republic Act 521, the City Charter of Cagayan de Oro. So also right there, we have the Spanish period. Mga ito mga old structure din sa Cagayan de Oro. So we have the Casa Real, Iglesia y Convento, Tribunal y Principalia, Cuartel del Oficio Civil de Policia, and Casa del Chino Inca. So those were some old structure of Cagayan de Oro during the Spanish period. So but unfortunately, most of them were demolished during the American period. So except for Iglesia y Convento, simbahan. It was bombed during World War II on October 24, 1944. Tigil mo siya ammunition sa mga Hapon. So bibumbahan siya sa mga Amerikano, kauban ang mga guerrilla warriors sa Cagayan de Oro, ang mga Blue-Third Army. So 1946, gireconstruct siya bale. So muna na to ang St. Augustine Cathedral Church karon. So Casa Real, 1930 it was demolished, 1940 it was then inaugurated. So that is now our executive building, the mayor's office. Tribunal y Principalia, Cuartel del Oficio Civil de Policia is just in front of the city hall. Casa del Chino Igua, this is my Vélez Hayes, near Grand Central Suites, karena kanto yan. So man yung balay sa pinakaunang Chinese family nga nagpuyo din sa Cagayan. Way back 1853, the Sia Igua family from China. So,
Naagay parian din sa Cagayan. Parian.
parihan.
Murag Chinese salon.
Mula na tayo siya. I think that's in town. I think there's few.
Like community sa Chinese? Mostly sa Divisoria.
Oh, yes.
Divisoria. Actually, I think kanina kami existing kanina, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Sa corner...
Vélez Hayes.
Yeah, Vélez Hayes. It's a restaurant already.
Restaurant na siya. So, any questions? May mga questions? Okay, proceed to the second floor. So ito ang second floor contains during the coming of the Americans and during the Second World War. So during the American period, Cagayan de Oro has three battles. The Battle of Cagayan de Misamis, the Battle of Agusan Hill, and the Battle of Macampus Hill. But unfortunately, out of the three battles, Cagayan only won just one war. That was during the Battle of Macampus Hill. It's because during the Battle of Cagayan de Misamis and the Battle of Agusan Hill, Cagayan lost due to lack of ammo and outnumbered. So kanang the Battle of Cagayan de Misamis, naitabo siya dili sa Gaston Park. So the original plan of the Cagayan was attack at dawn. So while tulog pa ang mga Amerikano. So ang ilahang signal para maatake na sila is ang bell sa church. But before pa nag-ring ang bell sa church, na naman tay itong mga warriors sa mga indigenous people kaya gusto mo nila even though na mamatay sila sa war in Atubanga, kuha na sila more honor sa ila. So nag-battle cry siya, so gisagit siya. So nakamata ang mga Amerikano. Wala na realize sa mga Cagayanon nga lack of ammo and outnumber. So dagan kayo mga Amerikano mga soldiers. So nag-retreat ang mga Cagayanon, so dagan kayo mga casualties. So until pag-abot po sa the Battle of Agusan Hill, same gyapon nga magsinabos na dito nga dito sila maggera. So abi sa mga Cagayanon or ang nag-lead si Captain Vicente Roa nga advantage ang mga Cagayanon since nasa taas. Pero once na ganito nga gagakita mo rin sila sa dagat. So na ang mga bunkers sa mga Amerikano. So pildi ang mga Cagayanon gyapon. Sa patay mo si Captain Vicente Roa kami nag-lead during the war. until the Battle of Campus Hill. So dyan na nakadawag ang mga Kagayaanon. So, even though nga lack of ammo and outnumbered, so ginahimo nila og strategic war. So ilang mo, nagatunog Macambus Cave. Macambus Cave, at the top of that is the Macambus Hill. Ito sa ibabaw, dito na naging fortress na isa na pasulog, isa na pagawas. Then, dito sa Pizza Hill, nagbutang sila ng mga trucks using kanang mga bamboo spikes. Also, since nasa taas ang mga Cagayanon, ipaligiran sila ng mga dagko ng mga bato ang mga Amerikano. And then, Cagayanon is on that conflict situation. So, dili makapenetrate ang mga Amerikano. So, wala tayo mahimos, nag-ihimo is nag-retreat sila. And then, that is the first victory of Cagayanon. Of Cagayan de Oro against the American soldiers. And probably, the first victory of Mindanao against the Americans. Then right here, we have our leaders and commanders during the Filipino-American War. Also, we name our streets after them. Ito mga dalan-dalan. Like for example, this is Teniente Crustal. So we have the Crustal Street. So kung yung paminawan karon ang Crustal Street medyo pangit ang paminawan, di ba? Pero wala takablo siya nagpadaog sa Cagayan during the Battle of Macambus. Siya ang nag-strategize. So yung kauban na kaya nagkuman is si Colonel Apolinar Velez. Sila nag-uban after sa ilang meeting sa strategy. So, giadto na paingon sa talakag si Colonel Apolinar Velez. So, siya na din ang nag-uman. Si Teniente Crustal. So, siya ang nagpadaog sa mga Cagayanon. So, imagine nyo, no, kung karoon mo paminaw ng Crustal, tanang lalaki, mga gito, gwapo.
Isa pang nasa Crustal.
Medyo red lipstick.
Red light. Okay.
O, di nakaroon. Then, Captain Vicente Roa, siya ang nag-lead during the Battle of Alusan Hill. So, napildi ng mga Cagayanon. So, yung kauban, si General Nicolas Capistrano. So, namatay siya, but siya namatay, kasi ba't mo siya paingon sa Bukidnon. And, Captain Zoilo Mercado, siya ang commander sa mga Manteros. And then, let's not forget, Arcadia Valenzuela, local hero of Cagayan de Oro. Kung sa Luzon na ay Gabriela Silang, Cagayan de Oro na si Arcadia Valenzuela. So wala siya namatay during the war. She just died in a simple illness around 1923. So she's from Lapasan, somewhere in coastal area in Lapasan. So we also have the Valenzuela Road from Kirkwood until Lagura Integrated Terminal. And right here, some photos of Cagayan de Oro from the American period. And here we have the Great Flood of 1916. So, not all Cagayanon know that we have the Great Flood of 1916. Because we all know that the Great Flood of Cagayan de Oro was during Typhoon Sendong. That was December 17, 2011. That they know that way back 96 years ago, 95, we have the Great Flood of 1916. So even though itong first na isa rin na bridge din na,
110 years.
naikot na ba? So same yan po ng mga areas of barangay na. So inauguration of Isalina Bridge, sama niya siya, 1931. Then inside the church, 1916 before it was hit by a bomb. Then Moni Cagayan Park, way back 1924, which is Gaston Park, around. So yung name before is Plaza Cagayan. And in 1924, it was beautified by Governor Segundo Gaston. And he called it Cagayan Park, 1924. And in 1962, it was then again renovated. So kaning circle, gilimon na siyang fountain. So mo na siya. So nagpa-renovate si Justiniano Romulo Dancin Borja, or Jer Borja, the first elected mayor of Cagayan de Oro. So in honor of Governor Segundo Gaston, so yung ipangalan sa iya. So karon itong itawag o Gaston Park from 1962. Community hospital built by the Christian missionaries. So along Capistrano Street. So muna niyang Shanghai Bakery. Makabalan Wharf, the port of Cagayan de Oro. Muna ng pier. And actually, this photo taken during the arrival of President Emilio Aguinaldo on October 5, 1924 to meet the veterans at Puneros here in Cagayan. Then, Cagayan Bus, 1930. Malita mo na Cagayan Pass, medyo tasok yung Cagayan Pass. So, hindi pa uso ng aircon sa una. So, yan, pasunod na sa kilid. Then, Posesta Monument, 1924, in Plaza Divisoria. Inauguration of Municipal Building, Mayor's Office, 1940. Cagayan Intermediate School on August 28, 1911. Cagayan Intermediate School, which is now the City Central School. So on right here, we have the guerrilla movement, and during the World War II, also we have the Tiano Brothers. So we have the Tiano Brothers fleet. So our guerrilla warriors is just a volunteer army. So they don't have any proper equipment. So ang lang available sila ang balay, mo ilang ginagamit sa pagipagera. So like for example, ganun nakabitay. So it's a blanket. So they will use that one as blanket at night. But during the war, they're going to use that one as bag. And even though na like rifle, but mag-wait sila for supply sa mga bala. Okay, limited naman ang bala. So the most reliable weapon during that time, kung unlimited, is ang sundan. Because the guerrilla warriors or the Filipino soldiers are put in hand-to-hand battle, in close combat. It's because of our martial arts, armies. And we also have the Type 95 Shingun 2 Katana. And it's a ceremonial sword. Right. And right here, the Tiano brothers. Apollo Tiano, Nestor, and Ronaldo Tiano. Ronaldo Tiano died during the in a plane crash after World War II. Nestor Tiano died during the Bataan War. Apollo Tiano survived during World War II. But after the World War II, nag-retire siya from the Philippine Army as second lieutenant. But by the time comes, nag-iingon si General Douglas MacArthur na, give me 10,000 Filipino and I will conquer the world. But unfortunately, wala tayong maabot of 10,000. We only reached 7,436 Filipino soldiers na pa-deploy pa yun sa Korea. So, katong the Battle of Gangmundo, so isa siya Apollo Tiano, volunteer dito. So they were assigned in a different post. So siya na-assign siya dito sa may artillery sa Gangmundo. So right there, during the Korean War, so while everything falls down, so some of his comrades retreated, some of his comrades died, but Apollo Tiano did not retreat. He sacrificed his life until he was hit by a bomb. But if you would go to South Korea, I suggest you visit in the province of Gangwon-do. There's a small camp of an army there named after him, Camp Apollo Tiano, and then monument na dedicated sa 7,436 Filipino volunteer soldiers sa province of Gangwon-do. So lahat po ito si Battlefield Tong. Si Battlefield Tong is 900 Filipino against more than 5,000 Chinese and North Koreans. So kung yata sa mga Filipino ato, so wala tayong mga K-pop ka.
Correct. So this was their sinina before?
Sa mga volunteer soldiers, sa mga guerrilla warriors.
So, akong great grandfather was a guerrilla during the World War II. So, muna ilang isuot.
So, most of them also don't have any upper shirts. So ilang main weapon gid ang sundang.
Pero dili na yan yung suot nila, di ba? Like, more
Yes, ma'am.
replica na.
Replica na siya, ma'am.
Dili siya nakalagay sa glass.
Yes, ma'am. And also right there we have the Cagayan Water Works tank, which we are inside right now. And it's already 104 years old. So supposed to be yung pag-construct niya sugdan to 1916. But unfortunately we have the Great Flood of 1916 and then nag-cholera outbreak. So wala nila masugdan. Then 1917, giuli balik ang mga American engineers paingon sa US. Kaya giapilog World War I, 1918. So after 1918, 1919 sa World War I, then gibalik sa din. Ay lagi sugdan 1919. So nahuman din siya 1922. So yang tubig gikan sa may Mount Malasag sa Mahuganao Spring.
Oh, hindi pa ba?
Mahuganao Spring on sa may Mount Malasag in Barangay Kugman. So maybe around 15 kilometers from here. So dito gikan niya ang tubig ang dilim. Kasi since di mas lang ko ground water kay nag-cholera outbreak. So So basi nung contaminated pagyapon. So sel nabuha sa taas. So 1994 until 2000, so ihimo po siya temporary barangay office of the barangay 1. 1994. And then 2001, gihimo po siya makeshift dark room of the street photographers. This is Gaston Park. Nasa like grupo din gitawag og GOV5. Golden Friendship Photographers Association Incorporated. Until 2008, ay sa repurpose as the City Museum of Cagayan de Oro. So under the leadership of former Mayor Constantino Galagnara. So until President. So from 2008. So dapat dali dito doon. So if you move to the third floor, makita ko yung window, then mo yung tangke. Diyan naka-store yung tubig. 50,000 gallons. Kapasok. So, any questions? Okay. Dito sa ano? Last floor. Right there, we have during the city charter of Cagayan, when we became city on June 15, 1950. So, but way back 1946, so Cagayan is siya naman. But 1946, si Pedro Salvador Patulio, which is siyang governor during that time, nagba siya proposal, the House Bill number 52. So creating the city charter of Cagayan. Since ano man ang Cagayan de Oro, gateway. But 1948, so wala man yan napadayon ang House Bill number 52 kaya napindi mo sa jury election. So ang gidao is si Emmanuel ni-realize. So even though contraband sila, but then di pa tayo kaya po ni Emmanuel ni-realize. 1948 until 1950, it was then turned into Republic Act 521. So na-approve na siya ng Republic Act from House Bill number 52, ngayon siya ang Republic Act 521. The City Charter of Cagayan de Oro. So right there. That's the photo with President Enrique Quirino signing the Republic Act 521 on June 15, 1950 at exactly 11:30 a.m. Then the President was Enrique Quirino. And during that time, the appointed mayor was Maximo Ipataguirre niya. Since siya mayor from 1948 to 1950, municipal mayor siya, so i-appoint na siya as mayor. City mayor, city appointed mayor. From 1950 to 1953. So, patay na siya. Ikulan na sa Pedro Salvador Patulio, but wala sa 1 year. Pag 1954, election man. So, the first elected mayor is si Justiniano or Jerry. Siya ang first elected mayor. Then, sumunod na si Jesus Pagkakasalenya, Rubén Canoy, there, and also we have Pilipin until so there are our former elected mayors. And then, also right here, we have our first radio station, the Big City RNN, from August 28, 1952. It was aired by Henry Casal, together with right here, Gaston Park, Gaston Plaza Cagayan, and Euro Park, and Social Gaston Park. Then some photos of Cagayan de Oro from 1996 and early 2000, which is nakakatuwang Coca-Cola bottle company before. 2008, 2009, transfer is last of the Emblema. Kasi din naman na ang fresh water supply. And then they did a building space. So, nakatukod lang din ang building is ang SM Downtown Premier sa Coca-Cola bottle company. So, ang Carmen Public Market, Sersolin, the Price Plaza Hotel. Right here, we have Spanish Oriental Federal High School, which is way back during Spanish period. Ang young name is Escuela Provincial. And then Cobo Public Market, Cobo Lumpia Airport, right? Then Motorella. Motorella it was invented by Rafael Florendo from 1965. So it is a modern karatela or the Tartanilla. Kaya during that time, nagreklamo naman ng mga tao sa mga lugaw sa kabayo. So that's why si Rafael Florendo decided na imunaw modern. So he replaced the horse with a motorbike and kitawag niya ang motorella. Motorized karatela. 1965. So in 1968, it became second place. It was awarded the second place as best invention by the Philippine Inventor Society. Motorella. Again, an invention. So 1965. So the original patent is, name niya is four-wheel motorcycle driven wheel. O Motorella. Then, during pandemic times, so since we don't have any fluvial parade, so some of the local artists, hindi mo sila mga artworks. Then we go out pictures, video, and then we post nila sa social media. Yes, mga nakapatent ako.
Is he related sa mga Florence Adeco?
Yes, ma'am. So if you would go to Museo de Oro, the curator right there, si Sir Oscar Florendo, is yan.
Museo de Oro is
Inside the
same here.
So any questions? Okay, mag-quiz na sa ubos naman. Thank you. And mag-visit sa City Museum of Cagayan. Anak ko ay fake. Fake.